Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Fowler. I was told you might be passing through. I represent the Republic here. Since we don't get many Jedi, I thought we could meet. I think we should talk. Get my meaning?
I'm a little confused, to be honest. Why do you want to talk to a Jedi?
Here's the thing. I'd rather not do this by holocommunicator. I've got a little, embassy in downtown Anchorhead. Swing on by. I promise you it's worthwhile.
I can't commit to this, but I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear it. The sooner the better. This is much bigger than some local trouble. Fowler out.
Leave me alone! I haven't done anything to you!
You stole corporate documents, Camus. Czerka doesn't take industrial sabotage lightly.
Contact. Subject is a Jedi. What are your orders, sir?
You know the drill. No survivors, no leaks.
You're not killing anyone here.
Open fire!
Is it safe? Are they dead?
Why were those people attacking us?
Well, they were... Sorry, I've gotta... Just keep breathing. Okay. My name is Camus Orden. I used to be an accountant. My company sent those men to kill me. It's a Czerka Corporation severance package.
What happened in here? Come on, Camus. You know how I feel about corpses in my workspace.
You were supposed to be here. You swore I'd be protected.
Sorry, Camus. As an official Republic representative, I have to at least look like I'm being diplomatic with the locals.
You're the man I spoke to earlier. Care to explain?
Huh. I take it you saved Camus? Thanks. You're probably catching on that we're a bit understaffed, and that I'm not really a bureaucrat.
It took you a month to tell me that.
This is a Republic Strategic Information Service project, a covert operation. It's a major assignment. Mystery, corporate scandal, and incredibly dangerous tech, with a lot of lives on the line. You could make all the difference.
I hope the Strategic Information Service doesn't plan to keep me in the dark.
Sorry, old habits are hard to break. This all started when Camus forwarded some Czerka Corporation documents to his local Republic security office. Now, we've been watching Czerka a while. They buried a lot of scandals, done a lot of dirty deals, but this was something special.
The documents were mixed in with old expense reports. They described a billion-credit research facility for the study of a Type 7 device.
Type 7 device being Czerka shorthand for device capable of eliminating a planetary population.
A corporation has a weapon that can destroy a planet?
Destroy a planet? Or maybe just kill everyone on it. Makes a difference to the right kind of megalomaniac. Turns out they abandoned the project decades ago. We're lucky to know the facility was here on Tatooine. So Camus and I came to find whatever doomsday device Czerka had and keep them from burying the evidence. And us.
Why would Czerka leave behind such an expensive project?
From what we could find, sounds like the device went haywire, and Czerka bailed rather than try and clean it up. Now, clues to Czerka's operation have been extremely hard to come by. Impossible, as a matter of fact. We've got one avenue left, but it's too dangerous for Camus or me. An old compound Czerka used as a staging area.
Tell me what I'm facing, and I'll be on my way.
After Czerka left, the compound was taken over by a gang of Gamorrean raiders who, I discovered, don't appreciate visitors. Still, judging by these dead guys here, you might be able to push past the Gamorreans and search Czerka's old storage archives. Gather any data left.
What is a Gamorrean, exactly?
Nasty humanoids, almost 2 meters tall. Brutal, but not very bright.
Be careful. Finding the files that Czerka left in that compound is important, but don't get killed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Marvelous. I have absolutely no idea what you just said, my indelicate friend, but marvelous.
Sir, intruders!
Well, you don't look like you're part of Shog's little Gamorrean clan.
Are you with the Czerka Corporation?
Oh, indeed. So let me guess. You're here because of Camus, hmm? That little rat does know how to squeak. Of course, I can't have you interrupting my deal. I'd murder you myself, but That's just not possible right now.
Who are you? What are you?
Well, that's a bit personal. Maybe another time. The rest of you can deal with this interruption. I'll be in touch later.
I'll feel a lot better when we change bases, Fowler. I don't like this.
You say that now, but just wait until you see the real desert. Hey, look who's back. And alive. You able to find anything?
I found your data, along with Gamorreans and a Czerka strike team.
Blast. Guess they must be one step ahead of us.
Master Fowler? It looks like there's a call coming in.
Why, hello everyone. Master Fowler, Master Orden. And my little visitor from the Gamorrean hideout. Especially nice to see you again. You're doing well, I hope.
This man led the Czerka team I encountered.
Not a friendly face, then.
Since I didn't get the chance before, I thought I'd formally introduce myself. I am Gaiam Lexende, here on behalf of Czerka Corporation.
I know that name.
I understand that the Republic is disputing Czerka's property rights. I've come to Tatooine to retrieve our belongings, including Camus Orden.
Camus is a person. He's not Czerka property.
No, Jedi. I have his employment records right here. He's very much our property. Czerka will take any actions necessary to protect its interests. And I assure you, our representatives in the Senate can excuse any incidents.
Lexende. They say he's the son of an executive. He's supposed to run the company's special enforcement branch.
Rich boy who took up wet works as a hobby. Up to his neck in cybernetics. Good news is, Czerka wouldn't have sent him if we were on the wrong track. He wants to keep us from the old facility. Look, Camus and I could use some time to review this data, but I still need you. If you're heading into the desert, give me a call.
You expect to find something out there?
I have suspicions. Hoping these files will confirm them. You can reach me from a secure line at one of the militia bases. We'll talk soon. Looking good there, Jedi. Glad you could check in. We're getting ready to ship out of Anchorhead. See if we can pick up any signals from the old Czerka base. In the meantime, we got a new lead. Camus hit the jackpot in those files we lifted from the Gamorreans.
Something about the research facility?
One of the files was a personnel listing. It named everyone who worked at Czerka's Tatooine facility.
Most of the employees are long gone, but one stayed on planet after the Czerka base was abandoned. If we can find him, he might be able to tell us where the facility was, what the device is.
Maybe we could make Lexende back off.
Probably not, but sure. His name is Gromit Kurtzon. For a while he was something of a drifter, finally bought a little moisture farm.
You think he'll cooperate with us?
Hard to say. He was a security officer back in the day, but that doesn't tell us much. My big worry is that Lexende and his enforcement squad will get to Gromit first. Try to keep him quiet.
Czerka's not hurting anyone else.
I'm learning to trust your word. By the time you're through investigating Gromit, we'll be set up at our new forward base.
We will?
From there, we can scout the Czerka facility itself. As soon as you find anything, come out and meet us.
20 more minutes until I'm leaving. Then the doors are closing, Walner. I love you like a brother, but the doors have to close, huh? You weren't here before. You came all the way out to my farm to fix my machines?
Are you Gromit Kurtzon?
Mm-hmm. I'm Gromit. I started to think you wouldn't come. Most chaps think it's too dangerous out here. But the Sand People, they keep bashing my vaporators. Lizards chew up my guns and alarms. This place used to be a fortress, but I just can't fix things anymore.
Talk to me. Is it just failing equipment, or is trouble coming?
I don't know. I can't figure out why it's breaking. And my rifle misses. And the creatures get closer every day. You can fix my home, though. Didn't I send the credits to Anchorhead? That's why you're here.
Let's say I am here to repair your farm. Why don't you explain what you need?
It's the vaporators, and the perimeter sensors, and the emergency guns. They need fixing. I think it was the Sand People. I have the parts. It's just, I'm scared to leave my home without the sensors working. It's shameful, I know. console. It says you fixed everything. You really fixed it. Back before, I could have done it myself. Not so much anymore.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's dangerous out there.
You're a good one. You should be proud. It's good, honest work, fixing farms. You know, I used to be a security guard for Czerka, but they've been gone for years now. They left me alone, and I've stayed by myself.
What exactly were your duties at Czerka?
I was a security officer at Czerka's Secret Weapons Division 7. I was so proud.
Any idea what Czerka was working on?
The scientist's project. It was all secret. Czerka never told us what was in that cave. When it all went wrong, I had to lock up the base, leave the others behind. I left the desert and the horrors and went to Anchorhead.
What horrors? What happened to the facility?
Something attacked us from inside. I don't remember.
I think that's enough from the old man, don't you?
You're Czerka. I recognize your uniform.
Pity the sun's dulled his brain, but then I suspect he was never too bright. Yes, Gromik, I'm with Czerka.
Still unwilling to come in person?
Sometimes a little distance can be important to a relationship. Czerka found out about Gromik a while ago. We disabled his perimeter sensors and waited to see if anyone would come.
You broke my moisture vaporators.
Those two, yes. May I continue? Our honeypot seems to have caught a few flies. And now, I'm free to murder you and the old man together.
Let's talk this through, Lexende.
I'm speaking to you from an airship 2 kilometers above ground. I can target you with turbo lasers and drop droids on your little heads. The advantage is mine.
Get to shelter. Follow me. He can't get to us here. We'll be safe.
Well, that was exciting. I'm disappointed I didn't get to fry you, but I can settle for your asphyxiation. Enjoy being buried alive, my friends. Enjoy.
He's wrong. He's wrong. First, here. This is a cache. The Czerka files I hid years ago. I buried them all over the desert, and this is the first batch. You can have them.
I didn't mean to involve you with Czerka again.
You heard the hologram? Czerka's trying to kill me now. I don't owe them anything. And my friends from the base, they can't be hurt. Now, I had an escape planned when I built this place. There's a back entrance to take you outside.
You can't just stay here.
Go on. I need to rest a while. I need to wait until they stop watching my farm. If you want the other files on Czerka, you'll find them in the desert. Just don't let them get away with this.
Try to appreciate the scenery, Camus. Most people never get to visit a place like this.
This is a horrible place. No wonder Czerka built their base in the Dune Sea. No one would ever want to look for it here.
You'll adjust. How was your visit to Old Man Gromik?
Aside from Lexende burying us alive, it went all right.
Too much to hope we'd seen the last of him. Mind if I see what you got for your troubles?
These are official Czerka records from Secret Weapons Division 7.
Schematics, survey maps. Looks like Gromik came through for us. Don't go anywhere. I think we're gonna need you. All right, we should be able to determine a rough location of the base from these charts. Problem is, the sands have shifted over the last few decades. We'll need some geo readings to determine the facility's exact coordinates.
What does taking these readings involve?
The data isn't hard to get, in theory. I can give you a field scanner that'll dip into the sand, put us on track. But a lot of this territory is unexplored. Locals talk about sand people communities, crate dragons the size of starships.
Someone has to go, and I'm best suited for the job.
Can't argue with that. If you take readings in a couple of places, I can figure out the base location. Meet me back here when you're done. Take it slow and be careful. Still a few minutes before those scans are processed. Huh. What about...
Hey, look who made it back.
Bad news, Fowler. That reading was a Czerka listening post.
Blast. Lexende must have set it up. Now the cyborg freak has our data. Czerka can find their lost base as easily as we can.
I take it that means the readings came through.
Yeah, machines are sorting through it now, but if Lexende's on the trail, we assumed Czerka came to keep us out of the facility. Maybe we were mistaken. Maybe they want what they left behind.
Gromik's files. We saw some things.
Yeah, turns out Czerka didn't come to Tatooine to build or test the device. They found it here, underground, an artifact powerful enough to wipe out a planet, just buried in the desert.
No corporation should control something that powerful.
I agree completely. Czerka discovered the device. They analyzed it, then something happened that made them abandon it. Camus, has the computer cross-referenced the scans with Gromik schematics?
Yes? It looks like the main entrance is a few kilometers away. What about the door codes?
There's a bunch of relay towers around the base. They'll have a mess of data, the codes, along with old communications. Downloading everything from the relay towers will allow you to get into that base and destroy the device. It can't fall into the wrong hands.
I'll get there as soon as possible.
Be careful in the base, in case they left traps, or if Lexende finds you.
That'll do, Camus. Time to let professionals finish the job.
Dr. Sopran here. We've finished our initial catalog of the cave artifacts, which register as over 20,000 years old. You think that would narrow down the possible creators, wouldn't you? There weren't many societies capable of space travel in that period. But I can't find any society or species that fits these criteria. Even Gree technology isn't comparable. Anyway, Dr. Lyric and I will study the primary device and assign lesser relics to the others to keep them busy. Hopefully, we'll find something useful. Czerka's going to make a fortune off this stuff if we can figure it out. End log.
This is Director Antaean speaking. As you know, workers' safety is one of Czerka's top priorities, and we take accidents seriously. Therefore, due to concerns surrounding studies of the device, we are implementing a new policy. Anyone wishing to perform a physical inspection of the device must get written authorization from myself and Dr. Daigo. Research using droids and remote scanners may continue normally. Please note that this does not affect our division's overall schedule.
I want my concerns on the record before more people get hurt. I'm worried about the device. Its energy readings keep fluctuating, and it appears to be trying to link with the lesser artifacts. I think it's a weapon, maybe a bomb. Sopran's theory about it being a Gree Enclave creation are inane. We've already got evidence of an ancient alien civilization visiting Tatooine, and they weren't Gree. We've seen similar technology in the Kashyyyk Shadowlands. I'm sure the Infinite Empire is tied to the device's origins, no matter what anyone says, and I'm tired of being ignored.
Well, Dr. Lyric is gone. He's put in for a transfer and is heading back to Anchorhead, taking one of the lesser relics with him. Good riddance. He was a pain to work with. Still. Lyric's theory about an ancient infinite empire and a master alien species was fringe science at best, but some of his data makes sense. I'm going to run a new series of tests tomorrow, using a remote arm to open up the device. We'll see where it goes from there.
This is Director Antaean to all Czerka employees. Please listen and remain calm. A few minutes ago, we experienced a minor equipment failure in the main laboratory. As a precaution, we are initiating lockdown procedures. Do not attempt to override the system, so the computers will respond with force. Stay where you are, and you'll be alerted when the situation resolves.
Nieckie fulpa, gegalnie stęty. Ibien fakta mi filtrów na makapę.
I have no desire to fight, but don't try anything.
Redhead jävlas hakkuliti för det. Med bagadres bastiatan elbines för kastinti. Zinesti hidruli, das bruli fehedan dankwa.
What were you trying to achieve?
Das matsen kayujon. Maestra me huruba. Ibien fakta mi filtrów na makapę. Patukcie jedmi big shuram. Me atinatitimat.
You've hurt enough people already. No one else.
Sodlen tu barber o tekendo henyan jest. Yerkemer zunanye. Me kontias temeta. Habib tegelore, lili bahura bahidye. Jahil SWTOR zikre.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We could never have excavated this place without your help. Oh, we knew where the base was, but getting inside, ghastly work. And I should say, I'm delighted to finally meet you in person.
Do you want something from me, Lexende?
You see, when I was assigned to stop the Republic from finding this facility, I was intrigued by the Doomsday device. That my superiors told me to stay away only whet my appetite. I decided to take the device for myself.
That device is too dangerous for anyone. Even Czerka knows that.
As a corporation, Czerka has to be cautious with its investments. But I don't. I'm offering a very large sum of credits, as well as rescinding the kill order on Camus, if you help me. Hand over the device, and the Republic never has to know. Tell Fowler you destroyed it. What do you say?
Does this answer your question?
Could you do that? Do you know what that thing was? What it was worth? Oh, now you've left me no choice. I'm going to have to kill you. Painfully.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Jedi. You look like you just walked out of a sandstorm.
Was there a base? Did you see the device?
Camus was worried that if you failed, it'd mean the end of the world.
Well, you saw Czerka's records!
Yeah, and I've been worried too, so catch your breath and let's hear it.
That device. It had an ancient creature trapped inside. It had gone insane. I had to kill it.
You're kidding. I had no idea. But if it's settled, that's good enough for me.
So this is over? We're sure?
You'll still need to testify, Camus. The investigation of Czerka won't end here.
Get me to Coruscant, away from the Sand People and Czerka cyborg assassins? I'll testify all you want.
You should know. Scanners picked up a Czerka ship fleeing the system. They're running scared now.
Too bad we couldn't bring down the entire company.
We stopped the device from hurting anyone. That's enough of a win. Anyway, I promised you payment. Don't ever say the SIS isn't grateful. Now take care of yourself and try not to get pulled back into these corporate schemes. Camus can tell you, they never really end.
Morning, Master Jedi. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush. We need help, and I'm hoping you can provide it. The Twin Suns pirates think they can get away with murder, and usually do. But now, they're selling our people as slaves, and we won't stand for it.
No one deserves that fate.
That was pretty much our consensus, Master Jedi. We don't know where they're holding the slaves, but we have uncovered a different Twin Suns operation. Old Czerka droids. They're smuggling them off-planet by way of a warehouse outside Anchorhead. I figure that's the place to start looking for anything more.
I'll be back after I've learned the truth of this.
They guard the warehouse pretty heavily. Some of the thugs there are sure to know what the other side of their operation is doing. Search any communications you find. See if you can follow the trail to uncover their slaving operation. The children of Anchorhead are counting on you.
You're Shanax? I hear you're selling slaves for the Twin Suns.
Yinga kijita, nimni tanuv, alelo kwekuta. Chobad I kafstuan, dile jihulo kuta.
Local security is already involved. NCOT sent me personally. I suggest you cooperate.
Mistuka mogoto parchi chisa domba, kupa tomti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
The slaves are free.
I know. We've had a few turn up here with a wild story about a lone woman who took on all the Twin Suns. I'll send some of the militia boys to hold that hangar the Suns were working out of. We'll make sure no one starts that sort of thing up again. On behalf of the free men of Tatooine, I thank you.
What's with the weapons? Expecting an attack? Why can't your client tell me about this? You have my word. It will be done. Your client is safe now. I think I've flushed all of the assassins. Is everything okay? You look like something's bothering you.
Ogenekunk, toleras egemas fonales. Folio semisem, ugeneset ki. Egefat iol, zero es sugarzo.
What makes you think that?
Seche bentex du razo, zo kisal. Eves tob ere ni as igrit. Saka homa, neomasto alat elere.
You have my word. It will be done.
Megfenta parton hoje es futot ki a tengere. As urig fico had mirt aki sok. Seche bentex du razo, zo kisal.
You don't have to worry about the Mandalorians. They were no match for a Jedi.
Utan as also rete gesa temze. Volta hoje mar imlit. Ete valahol. Volte sac fec ut azo negre.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Joto gekwanga chuska, nucha kichawa.
It's in everyone's interest to keep Anchorhead safe.
Ni at ambumpa poshura mokili mokranki. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Jaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung.
These thieves will think twice about taking on a Jedi.
Wanta humpa, muri rava fupa jipampa wula. Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa dobiska. Negtori na natuta, ta aita wanawanga na chuba. Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko.
Eat your finger la.
There are droids stealing holocams from Anchorhead. I traced their control signal here.
Bahonkabi, shawana wanki. Listatashi. Bedwana urbi kilawata banki, donko potokanada.
I'm not the one you need to talk to. You need to go to Anchorhead and confess.
Sukudi chapawata ita. Sapaki se no ya pizza.
Tuni rana nuprata donko?
There was a Jawa controlling the droids remotely. He was responsible for stealing the holocams, but I got them back.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. O grani tampio da pushi wompa, pu tula musta.
This is Master Satil Shan of the Jedi Order, transmitting on emergency frequency Echo Black. Rogue Mandalorians have attacked a Republic shipyard and several Outer Rim worlds. We must respond to these unprovoked assaults. If you're receiving this message, you are cleared for high-risk intervention. Volunteers should contact me at Carrick Station. Master Satil out.
Tell Master Satil help is on the way. Master Satil, come in. We have arrived at Carrick Station. Brief us on the situation.
So few have answered my call, but time is not our ally. We must act quickly. A Mandalorian clan attacked and hijacked our warship Eleusis while it was undergoing refit at the Fondor shipyards. They're using the vessel to raid defenseless Outer Rim systems.
How did the Mandalorians manage to capture a Republic warship? Where was the crew?
Only a fraction of the crew was aboard. The shipyard security forces were taken by surprise and overwhelmed. The Mandalorians are inflicting heavy casualties and extorting tributes from the conquered worlds. They're demanding weapons, medical supplies, even food. But once their victims hand everything over, the Mandalorians jettison their plunder out the Eleusis' airlock.
Why would these raiders demand tribute and then throw it all away?
Wealth is not their goal. They're sowing terror and chaos to provoke a conflict. The raiders are a group of rogue Mandalorians from an especially militant clan called Varad. They've broken away from the Empire and Mandalore's leadership. Clan Varad is also attacking Imperial planets, and the Empire wants revenge. Fortunately, its fleet has been unable to destroy the Eleusis.
Do we have any idea where the Mandalorians are headed?
Long-range scouts found the Eleusis at a remote refueling depot. Unfortunately, Imperials have also discovered this location. Republic spies just intercepted a coded transmission sent to the Imperial Grand Moff by a Sith Lord named Darth Malgus. The news isn't good.
Mandalore scouts have tracked their rebellious brethren to the Tamarin sector. An Imperial strike team is on its way to board Clan Varad's vessel. We will terminate the traitors, capture the Republic's warship, and add it to the Empire's arsenal.
The Eleusis must not be captured by the Empire. We need its shield and weapons technology for our own defense.
If you need a team to capture that ship, you're talking to the right people.
Our only hope is to board the Eleusis, defeat Clan Varad, and fly back to Coruscant before Darth Malgus' agents beat us to it.
Thwarting Sith Lords is my specialty, Master Satil. Mandalorians shouldn't pose any greater threat.
Clan Varad's warriors specialize in fighting Jedi. Don't underestimate them. I'm leading an attack fleet to your target's coordinates. Our ships will distract the Mandalorians so you can safely board the Eleusis. Your assault shuttle is waiting in the station docking bay. May the Force be with you.
The Eleusis was returned safely to Coruscant, Master Satil. Clan Varad no longer poses a threat.
Repairing the damage those Mandalorians inflicted will take time, but the Eleusis will now assist that process. The SAS intercepted another transmission from Darth Malgus to the Grand Moff. I thought you should see it.
The Republic showed unanticipated initiative. Our inability to secure their warship for the Empire is regrettable, but the rebellious Mandalorians were punished. I am gathering intelligence on the Republic agents who destroyed Clan Varad. Such formidable opposition must be dealt with.
Sounds like we just went to the top of the Empire's to-kill list.
We know the Empire has spies in Republic space. They'll be tracking your activities. Judging by his transmission, Darth Malgus is determined to make examples of you. Take extra precautions. Thank you for your service. You saved many lives today. May the Force be with you.
I'm a Jedi, not an assassin. I may know what that is. I've done as you wished.
Master Jedi, you are the answer to my prayers. I've lost everything. My daughter. Can you find it in your heart to help me?
First, tell me what happened. Did someone attack you?
This is my farm. Yesterday we had 12 droids and 15 workers collecting enough moisture for half of Anchorhead. Today, everything's gone. The pirates destroyed it. They took the droids, the harvesters, and when that wasn't enough, they took slaves. My daughter, every woman here, my neighbors' wives and kids, the pirates carried them off like livestock.
No man or woman should be held in bondage to another.
You're everything they say a Jedi should be. If you tell me my Layla will come home, then I will believe you. I wish I could help you. I wish I knew more. I always thought if I ignored raiders, they'd return the favor. I can tell you where those scum bed down. I just pray my poor Layla's still there. You've done better than I ever expected. My friend Jed, his wife, and both his daughters have come home. Tana Moss, too.
I noticed there's one name you left off that list.
I guess she didn't make it.
Papa! Papa!
Layla! Oh, my Layla. Are you all right? If they heard one hair on your...
Shh! It was awful. But we don't need to worry anymore. I don't think your friends left enough of them to get revenge on. Thank you, Master Jedi. When you walked in, it was like something out of a fairy tale.
I'm just glad to see you home safely.
You've given me back the only important part of my life. I can never thank you enough. Now go to Anchorhead, love. I don't want you here until this place is secure. I don't know what brought you to Tatooine, but I'll be grateful every day that you are here.
Well, good day to you. I didn't think I'd see an honest-to-life Jedi here for another decade. I am Trey Navarez, Goodwill Ambassador to Tatooine for the Galactic Republic. Dare I hope you're here in the Republic's service as well?
Does the Republic need my aid for something?
I believe we might, yes. I'm here to gain grassroots support for the Republic by offering our technology to defend Tatooine settlements. But there have been complications.
That sounds ominous.
I really was trying to help. I have perimeter sensors that detect specific life forms. They'll help the settlers protect themselves from raids, sand people, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, in trying to set the sensors, several locals were killed by raids, sand people, that sort of thing. And now, they're blaming me for the deaths unless I set the sensors myself.
It is a worthy cause to defend these people, whether they are our formal allies or not.
A good point, Master Jedi. My apologies for seeming so self-interested. The locals all agreed that the best place for the sensors was in some of the taller rock embankments. They should last longer that way. Here's everything I've got. If you get these working, we might show them the Republic's got their best interests at heart. I just received a delegation from one of the outer settlements that said the sensors had already helped them repel an Anuba attack. They want to discuss a formal alliance with the Republic. I cannot thank you enough.
Tatooine is a dangerous place to call home.
You know, when I first came here, I admit I was hoping not to stay. I mean, the weather alone. But the people here, they've got something you just don't see on Coruscant. I'm glad we have them on our side.
Manalang yang perlu, amka kalami nayakira lebua. Mami lebik bak manuk, maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Nim inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu amkamanik.
Facing danger is what I do best. I'll handle it.
Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arik, manalang yang perlu, amka kalami nayakira lebua. Nim inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu amkamanik.
I'm not sure why you'd want a bunch of sand people's guns. You a collector?
Mami lebik bak manuk, maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Nim inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu amkamanik. Nim inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu amkamanik. Mem kanet nom, prahanim karema nubo. Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arik.
There are plenty more sand people out there. This probably isn't over.
Memag pem nimak. Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak.
I don't know what to do, Ton. They have me.
But you're a hero, Wraith. The supplies you snuck back to us are the only reason we've lasted this long. Don't give up now.
It's over, Ton. I can't even protect the ones I love. I'm just a glorified thief, not a hero. Look there, a Jedi. A Jedi would never let their loved ones get kidnapped by a pack of brutal pirates. That's a real hero for you, not like me.
Are you saying there are people in danger?
Yes, and there's nothing I can do for them. Nothing at all.
Pirates think that just because Tatooine is off the beaten path, they can do whatever they want here. They murder, steal, burn. Wraith was the first one to stand up to them.
I merely returned what had been stolen, and when the scumbags realized they'd never catch me, they took my loved ones instead. I've no means to pay the ransom, and a rescue mission would be suicidal. Some hero I turned out to be.
I'll bring back your loved ones. It's my duty as a Jedi.
Oh, perfect. If you help Wraith, we'll never be able to thank you enough.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Just please make sure they don't come to harm.
And make those scumbags pay.
You're back. Did you rescue them? Are my loved ones finally safe?
Here you go. Not a scratch on them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wraith, you can't be serious. This is a joke, right? Right? Wraith?
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry you had to waste your time with this. Have a good one, friend. Take care.
Kunta chuta, kasoyali kulira, kanki kung. Puchusa yomata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi. Chobat I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
I won't stand by while criminals drive your people from their jobs.
Makinsa li kakava dumpa stupa. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Imache churon chica jiliska chanaga.
Who are these guys? Are they going to need rescuing?
Mana matota jispa micho. Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wanta humpa muri rava fupa ji bampaula.
Jitanka iliska chananga bumpa kambokni. Chiliska chananga waning chikospa inigo dade. Tongmi chakulka domaji. Taos azalos uval.
I am a Jedi. No one would take your word over mine.
Mi bonawa twipi. Mi bonoa twipi dite bok baktra onawanga. Kabatonga. Chisa pizza wonky ki atacho.
O grani tampio da pushi wompa. Pu tula musta. Tuni rana nuprata dunko?
Those scum you hired tried to steal your ore and frame me for it.
O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe. Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka.
Never seen a Jedi up close before. Bet you could take down a whole army of imps if you wanted. I'm Commander Trudeau. Some out here insist the Imperials don't plan to stay. I say, once their excavations are complete, they'll conquer Anchorhead. But you could help hold them off. Make sure they're too busy with the Sand People to notice us.
What do the Sand People have to do with this?
Not just any Sand People. This is the most vicious tribe on Tatooine. Those crazies are the only thing between us and the imps. Sadly, they won't be around much longer. The Empire's poisoning their water. Thinning them out as we speak. Pains me to say it, but we've got to help them.
The Sand People won't trust you. They'll never take your aid.
I know. We'll have to force it on them. I've got some water cleanser here. It should be enough to clean their tainted wells. Of course, they'll try to kill you while you do it. Still, if that tribe of Sand People fall, a lot of innocent people are next.
That's one tribe of Sand People that won't fall to the Empire. I'll make sure of it.
Use this cleaner to cure their water. Funny to be saving Sand People, but the enemy of my enemy. The Sand People are pushing those blasted Imperials back. You really stirred them up good. Bet the imps are furious after what you pulled.
Always glad to dig a thorn deeper into the Empire's side.
They'll be nursing that wound for a long time. I'm sure of it. Yeah, better get back to business myself. Thanks again. I won't forget what you've done here.
Libaka mama nakinaya. Bilak mamua kam libik. Manalang yang perlo. Amka kalami nayakira lebua.
Did this warlord kill your friends?
Ki ukapam. Agak anga ungeg. Abak ninkara. Memiolo gepek. Libaka mama nakinaya. Bilak mamua kam libik.
It's a big desert. Tracking one slave caravan won't be easy.
Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arek. Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Manalang yang perlo. Amka kalami nayakira lebua. Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem arek.
Manchi doti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki.
The Empire has a strong presence here. We can't afford to lose a single outpost.
Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Piti do tenyago kakajujo. Da biska ku paliya. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka.
How many Mandalorians are out there?
Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta.
The Mandalorian leader wouldn't listen to reason. He's dead.
Okabi no bota yoka to crispa. Chikos pa inigudad ijigliska chanagawa. Wanta humpa, muri rava fupa jibampa wula.
Manalang yang perlo, amka kalami na yakira lebua. Ni ola, momem nu yang bejalam. Mami lebik bak manuk, maraka naja ki nam yapamyak.
Whose corpses? Did someone die?
Maraka kemyu amkam nemnu, namgan bak umnok kijak. Ripok nane kari maraka. Amkam ja lebik mem ark, jukaki mem paninu. Amkabina bek memnu kimgam.
What is this thing?
Kanam jiwa nemok, himgam yama naya angam. Laporam amka, mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kamgam. Namjaya warnawam peruma.
So you want me to rescue them?
Kama na hinga nak aka. Manalak lagi napi kimaraka. Nurilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Kikak nahu ino. Alakak neboam remua. Manalang yang perlo. Amka kalami na yakira lebua.
No mere bandit can stand against the Force.
Ako nikag. Perkaya ako nela ka nikag. Wagyam kepan. Runak ole garajem kala.
Hopefully we've spared them before they suffered too much.
Manalang yang perlo. Amka kalami na yakira lebua. Mami lebik bak manuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Kam perim ganam. Bagiyang. Manik hikap bukam.